Hi, my name is Herman, and I record things that happen to me relating to mental illness in order to educate people on what it is that we go through. Now, the past few months I've been recording certain things like crashing, the moment you go from stability or mania into deep depression. Also, I recorded myself rapid cycling, and now I'm recording myself in a deep depression. Now, you may ask, why am I doing this? The reason I'm doing this is to show people the reality of it, and also to show people that are going through it that you can go through it, that you can make a choice. Now, it sounds much easier to the uninformed than what it actually is. A while ago, I was in a deep depression, and I came out of the depression, and ever since this morning I've been going down quite fast into another deep depression. Now, there's several reasons for this. The first and foremost is that I have bipolar disorder, and that is how it works. That is the nature of the illness. There's also other influences like trauma, and I was put on the incorrect medication, not treated correctly medically, not being medicated. So there's a whole bunch of things that's influencing this. So I want to tell you what it is that I'm experiencing so that it makes it real to you. So, what am I feeling? Nothing. I'm not feeling anything. It's a sit and stare at the wall, and nothing makes any sense to you. You lose all interest in everything. Things that are very important to you are no longer important to you. You feel emotionally numbed to the point that you are questioning your own emotions. You feel as if though that what you are feeling is not even real. Do I want to live? No, I don't. I don't. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to. Why am I going to keep on living? Because this isn't me. This is an illness. So, what happens if I kill myself now? Then I'm gone. Then my life and the promise of my life and the hope of my life is gone. I can never get it back. Yes, the pain and the depression and the war that I have every single day will be gone, but I will also be gone. And what about the things that are important to me? The dog Jojo that is in a shelter that I hope to one day adopt. What is going to happen to her? What is going to happen to the people that care about me? To the people that depend on me, to the dogs that depend on me to fight for them every single day, that give purpose to my life. If I'm gone, what's going to happen to them? It angers me when people say that when you want to commit suicide, or if you commit suicide, or if you fail in committing suicide, you are a coward. It really makes me angry because those people have no clue what it is that we are going through and why we want to do that. So the question is, what do I do? I can go and see my psychiatrist, I can go back on my medication, I can see my therapist, all things that I'm going to do, but that takes time. The solution for now, because I need a solution now, is the solution is me. I need to live through this. Once I end this video, I'm going to have to go and take a long shower, make myself something to eat, do a bit of work, because tomorrow my work week starts again. And although people will be understanding, like they have always been understanding, for which I'm so grateful, that you know what, Herman is not doing well, so let's wait. Life does not really wait for the mentally ill. You need to still carry on and still live. You see, if you don't do something while you're in this state, you don't brush your teeth, you don't shower, you don't work, you don't eat. By the time you're out of this, then all of that was not done. And the damage and the backlog becomes so much bigger. But if you still do it, if you still integrate it into your life and you still live through it, then by the time you're okay again, then it's so much easier and so much quicker to pick up where you left off before you became ill. But if you don't do those things, then the backlog becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and the damage becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. It's not easy. I don't want to do anything but lie in my bed and smoke. That's all I want to do. But that's not going to help me. That's not going to bring any solutions to my life. It's not. And to sit in misery sometimes make us feel okay because we don't have to pay attention to what we're feeling. But that's not going to remove the issue. It's not as easy as it sounds. I'm not going to make a conscious decision that says I'm going to be okay now. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. But like I always say, you don't have control over what mental illness does to you, but you have control over what you do to mental illness. So what am I to do? Am I to go and drink, which will be wonderful because within half an hour I'll be numb and I'll be drunk and I'll be coping. But what then? Then tomorrow I have to face the 5,000 people on my wall and tell them I broke my promise and I started drinking again. And then the solution was only temporary. I can use drugs. Within 5 minutes I can get ketamine and I can get coke and I can get ecstasy and I can be high and I can forget about all the issues in my life. And then tomorrow, what do I do tomorrow? Then tomorrow I face an even worse thing because then I have to explain to myself and to the people around me why I failed myself. And that is something that I do not want to do. The only thing that I can do is to choose life. That's the only thing I can do. And use all the coping mechanisms available to me and I can live through it. It's going to be living hell. It's not easy. This isn't easy. It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant and easy to try and put a smile on your face and make a post on Facebook while you are battling your life, for your sanity, because that is what we're doing. We're battling for our own sanity. And people don't get that. They don't get that it's a war that we're fighting for our own survival. But it is what it is. But sadly, there's people that will now feel the same way that I'm feeling now, that will not be here tomorrow. They will end their lives. Or they'll be drunk. Or they'll be high. Because that is the only means of escape they know. The only treatment they know. And it's not. It's not. I always say that if you look for beauty in your life, beauty will find you. And it will. It will find me again. My doggy Sian, that you all know, was my beauty, and he always saved me, and now he's no longer there. But that doesn't mean I can't go on. I have to. I have to. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So that is just to show you the reality of what it is that we are facing. I'm fortunate enough that I can make this and say that I'm choosing life. It doesn't make it any easier, but it is to show you, if you are going through this, that you can choose life. You have to. Not for anybody else, but for you. Because your life is precious. Your life is precious. And tomorrow or the day after I will feel better again. And then I'll do what I always do, live with so much passion. So that is just a little update on where I'm at the moment. Yes, I'm ill, I'm very ill. I'm in a deep depression. But that does not mean that I'm not alive. I am. I'm still the same person. I'm just an ill person. But that does not mean that I'm not going to carry on. I am. So I hope that you learned something from this if you're not mentally ill, to show you the reality of it. And if you are mentally ill, to show you that even if you feel like death, you can still choose life. You can. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.